The Vice President po invoked freedom of expression and the lack of proof that she contracted an assassin, as well as confidentiality of bank records and the AMLAC reports in her reply to the articles of impeachment. Ano pong masasabi niyo doon?
Thank you, Tina, for that question, but I'm afraid that we cannot really dwell on that as extensively as we would, because that's already touching on the merits. That's part of the defense of the Vice President, alleged freedom of expression and then the alleged confidentiality of BIR tax records. But we, of course, espouse the contrary view, but we'd rather that we articulate on this in due time before the impeachment court. Kasi po malinaw naman po sa patakaran ng Senate Rules of Procedure on Impeachment Trials that prosecutors, just like senator judges, ay hindi po pwede mag-comment on the merits ng kaso. Ang pwede lang po namin ay yung procedural and magbigay ng updates, ng status of the case, but not dwelling into the merits of the case. Kasi depensa na po nila yan. Yung tungkol sa alleged freedom of expression that is related to the Article 4 on contracting of an assassin, grave threats, and inciting to sedition. And then yung tungkol naman po sa BIR tax records, that would be part of Article 2, unexplained wealth. Although po, as you recall, ay kasama na po yan sa mga naging proposals ng prosecution for the consideration of the defense and also the impeachment court tungkol sa pagbubukas ng BIR box na yan. Pero ang hinihiling lang naman namin ay yung pagbubukas ng BIR box na yan, kasama yung kanyang mga laman para makita na yung laman, yung contents, magkaroon ng inventory at markahan na bilang ebidensya. Wala pa po dyan yung admissibility, wala pa dyan yung relevance, wala pa dyan yung evidentiary weight or probative value. So, hindi po yan pwedeng tutulan yung pagbukas at pagmarka. And in fact, dun sa comment po ng defense on our manifestation with proposal on certain matters, on certain pretrial matters, kasama po yung BIR box, ay parang sinasabi nila na they are not averse to the opening of the BIR box. Kaya lang ang sinasabi nila, ang kanilang hiling ay dapat daw sa executive session at wag na munang ipamigay o ipakita yung mga laman na yan. We are responding to that. At again, para lang hindi tayo pumasok sa diskusyon tungkol sa merits. Bakit kailangan pa ng executive session? Pwede naman yan gawin na. I-assign lang isang team, for example, para buksan at para ipamarka yung mga laman niya. Thank you.
Dadagdag ko lang po. While we do not want to respond to the merits or defenses being raised by the Vice President, just allow me please to restate what is clearly the settled jurisprudence when it comes to freedom of speech. Alam po ito ng lahat ng mga abogado, alam din ito ng lahat ng mga law students. Freedom of speech is not absolute. There are limits to freedom of speech, and of course, we will leave it to the impeachment court to resolve the arguments made by the Vice President. We are very, very ready to respond in the proper forum. Thank you.
In the same reply po, the Vice President asked that the articles of impeachment be dismissed for lack of evidence. Does the rules of the Senate Impeachment Court provide that, the dismissal?
The Constitution itself is very clear that once the House of Representatives has transmitted the articles of impeachment to the Senate, ang tungkulin po ng Senado bilang impeachment court ay litisin agad-agad ang kaso. Pag sinabi po ng Constitution na itatrial ang case, that means that they will hear the evidence. So as far as we are concerned, 2 points I'd like to raise. Number one, there's no room, in my opinion, in the Constitution for that kind of mechanism. And number two, hindi naman po appeals court ang Senado bilang impeachment court sa ginawa ng House of Representatives nung nasa amin pa ang kaso. Thank you.
Additional lang to sa punto na yan, maski mismo sa Senate Rules of Procedure and Impeachment Trials ay wala yung tungkol dyan na i-dispose na muna or kailangan muna ng pagtalakay dun sa mga defenses at yung dismissal. Kasi sabi na nga ni Kong Chel ay klaro po ang nasa saligang batas natin. The mandate of the Senate is to try and decide impeachment cases. Thank you.
Baka lang po yung private prosecs would want to comment.
Bilang karagdagan lang po, no, meron naman pong precedents na doon sa mga previous impeachment cases. No, doon po sa kaso ni President Erab at saka ni former Chief Justice Corona, no, that the defense attempted to raise issues to have the case dismissed at yun po ay binasura ng impeachment court. So maliwanag po yung precedent in that regard.
And I guess it's also premature for them to be raising lack of evidence without first allowing the prosecution to present its evidence.
All right. Annalyn?
Good morning po, Ann Soberano of Bombo Radio Philippines. Good morning po, Attorney and Kongs. Good morning. Hiniling po ni BP Sara na i-void, no? Just a follow-up question lang din po related doon sa nauna. Hiniling po ni BP Sara na i-void ang impeachment case at ang sinasabi niya na ang pagbabanta kay Presidente ay bahagi ng freedom of speech. Sakali pong tatanggapin ng Senado ang nasabing argumento tungkol sa freedom of speech, yung pagbabanta ni Vice President Sara, ano ang maaring maging epekto nito sa pananagutan ng mga halal na opisyal? Thank you po.
Malaki siyempre ang epekto na yan kung hindi papayagan yung pagpresenta ng evidence doon sa contracting an assassin and then making grave threats. That's Article 4 of the Articles of Impeachment. Paano yan? Anyone can just be blurting out all of those threatening words and remarks from a high official at that. And it's a high official, happens to be the second highest official of the land, making those threatening statements against the highest official. So ano na po mangyayari? Anybody can just do that? And then paano po yan? Ay karapatan din ng prosecution na ilatag yung mga ebidensya, i-prove yung punto na yan. Trial po tayo. So kailangan payagan ang pagpresenta ng mga evidence para ilatag yung facts for the consideration of the impeachment court at para malaman, makita, marinig ng sambayanang Pilipino. So that's merely, yung procedural na naman yan, technicality na naman yan, even if they're raising such freedom of expression. But again, karapatan ng prosecution to prove its case against the Vice President.
Meron po kayong madagdag?
Tingin ko, premature na i-consider ng impeachment court yung sinasabing ang depensa na yan. Para sa akin, dapat haharap muna si Vice Presidente. At siya, dapat manggaling mismo sa bibig niya sa harapan ng court kung ano yung nasa isip niya nung sinabi niya yung mga salitang yon. At dapat rin na bigyan kami ng karapatan na i-cross-examine siya dun sa sinasabi nga niyang claims. Kung ano man yon, freedom of speech o kung meron pa siyang ibang paliwanag.
A follow-up lang po. Sa tingin niyo, anong mga legal na batayan ang dapat gamitin ng mga senador sa pagdesisyon kung dapat bang ibasura ang impeachment? Thank you. Last.
Well, I think the jurisprudence is clear that yung decision nila kung may conviction o acquittal ay nasa sa kanilang mismo yon, nasa kamay nila. In terms of what if your question pertains to ano ba yung dapat standard of proof, yung sinasabi nga nila pang criminal case na proof beyond reasonable doubt, or civil case na preponderance of evidence or administrative case na substantial evidence. Wala naman pong ganon pagdating sa impeachment. And that is really a matter that each and every senator judge will have to decide for herself or himself.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ann. Haji?
Good morning po. Hello po. Haji Kaaminyo po from Brigada News FM. First off, may statement po or in an interview, sabi po ni Senate President Win Gatchalian that yung impeachment trial could last up to 7 or 8 months. Sa palagay po ninyo, although you've requested already na at least 62 trial dates no para po sa presentation ng mga witnesses ng evidence, but sa palagay po ninyo yung 7 to 8 months na yun, mahaba po ba yun or sakto lang po ba yun? What are your thoughts po on the estimated timeline?
First of all, talagang estimate lang po yan. Hindi po tayo makakasiguro gaano talaga to tatagal. 7 months ba or less than 7 months? Kasi even if linatag na natin yung ilan ang mga witnesses on both sides at i-reflect nga yan po sa pretrial order na inaasahan na ipapalabas ngayon ng ng impeachment court, ay depende po talaga yan sa developments ng kaso. Kasi hindi naman po ibig sabihin na lahat ng mga linista by both prosecution and defense ay talagang ipipresenta. Depende talaga yan sa mga magiging takbo at magiging itsura ng trial. Baka merong ilang mga facts na hindi na kailangan talaga na meron ipresenta na witness o may ipresenta na documents. At ganoon din yung tungkol dun sa 4 articles. Kasi yung 7 months na yan, that's on the premise na lahat ng mga balak ng prosecution na ipipresent ay ipipresent talaga. At lahat na articles of impeachment, yung 4 na yan, ay ipoprove o i-develop ng prosecution. Pwede rin po kasi na kapag sa tingin, sa assessment, evaluation ng prosecution, pagkatapos na ipresenta or ng 1 or 2 articles or even 3 articles, ay pwede nang i-dispense yung pag-prove ng other articles, ng 1 or 2 articles, para mas madali. Kung sa tingin namin ay malakas na para makasecure ng conviction. And if that happens, then necessarily, shorten yung trial period. Thank you.
But just to follow up on that po, pero kung kayo po yung tatanungin, would it be better kung mas mapapabilis po yung usad ng trial? Like for example, yun nga po, masunod yung 2 or 3 witnesses per day.